With just a day left to file the nomination papers for the Karnataka Assembly elections, BJP strongman B.S. Yediyurappa held a roadshow in Shikaripura in support of his son B.Y. Vijayendra. The roadshow comes as Vijayendra filed nomination papers on Wednesday. Vijayendra had earlier expressed confidence in his victory, stating that the Lingayat community will support him. He had said, "People in Karnataka know who has dished the Lingayat community. Everyone knows that it was the Congress party that fought against the Lingayat community. So I'm confident not only the Lingayat community but every section of other communities will support BJP and they will support Narendra Modi ji." This is Vijayendra's first election from Shikaripura and the seat is represented by Yediyurappa in the outgoing assembly. Besides Yediyurappa, Vijayendra's brother B.Y. Raghavendra accompanied him. A CJM court in Uttar Pradesh's Prayagraj on Wednesday remanded gangster Atiq Ahmed's killers to 4-day police custody. This comes after the Special Investigation Team filed an application in the court seeking remand for questioning of all three accused. They were earlier sent to 14-day judicial custody by the district court on April 16th. During the police remand, the police will question the accused, who were identified as Arun Maurya, Sunny Singh and Lavlesh Tiwari, about the weapon they used to kill Atiq Ahmed and his brother Ashraf on April 15th night. Where did they get the weapon from and who gave it to them? The police will also seek to know the reason for the murder of the gangsters. India is coordinating closely with the US, UK, Saudi Arabia and the UAE to ensure the safety and security of Indian nationals in violence-hit Sudan, according to the sources. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar spoke to his counterparts in Saudi Arabia and UAE to discuss the situation in Sudan, and both the countries have assured their practical support on the ground. The Indian ambassador in Washington and the Indian High Commission in London are also in touch with the respective governments to ensure the safety of Indians in Sudan. The central government is also working with the UN to help the stranded Indians in Sudan. Meanwhile, the Ministry of External Affairs has set up a dedicated control room in Delhi to provide information and assistance to Indians as the paramilitary rapid support forces and the army clash in Sudan. Movement is risky at the current stage as the situation is very tense in the streets, said the ministry. It added that specific details of Indians in Sudan cannot be shared due to security concerns. India on 19th April saw a rise in COVID-19 cases with a total of 10,542 cases registered in 24 hours as per the data shared by the Health Ministry. The rise in cases comes a day after the country reported around 7,600 cases a day earlier. The country had seen a declining graph in the past 5 days from April 14th to April 18th, when 11,000 and 7,500 cases were reported respectively. India had recorded around 9,000 cases on April 17th, 10,000 on April 16th and around 10,500 on April 15th. As per the Health Ministry's data, the number of active cases in the country now stands at 63,562. A total of 38 deaths were recorded in the last 24 hours.